Hey guys, so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront and follow and rate my podcast 5 stars called I Talk a Lot. You can do that and I will leave it all linked down below in the description. So I'm going to be talking about candies. I just thought, why not? Because it's a little fun, stupid video topic, and I already did like a whole podcast episode, and by the time this comes out, it's already been up there for like probably like a month or so. Yeah, close to a month. So I love candy. I'm a chocolate person. Chocolate is my favorite type of candy. Whether or not you believe chocolate isn't candy, I believe chocolate is candy. And my favorite is Hershey Kisses almond, and it has to be the almond version. Like, if you love me, the original. I'm an original milk chocolate person. That is my thing. I love it. I don't like the dark chocolate. I'm not a fan of like caramel or sea salt or like any of those like peppermint or raspberries or like any of those kinds. I'm very specific to my type of chocolate. My computer light just fell asleep, so I'm literally gonna turn that back on because I like the lighting right here. Anyways, so that's my favorite kind of candy, and I prefer that one out of all the candy flavors of chocolate. And then I like Kit Kats. Kit Kat are my second favorite, and then I like gummy bears, but I have a specific brand that I like of gummy bears. I like the Haribo. Why am I thinking of Sugar Bear gummies? I don't know why I'm thinking that in my head, but you know, the classic. They used to have those commercials all the dang time, and I used to love watching them. But the Haribo, I think maybe I'm actually pronouncing it correctly, and I'm not pronouncing it wrong. But those are my favorite brand, and I only like those brand. And then I like sour gummy worms, but I also like it from a specific brand called Trolli, Trolli. That is my favorite brand. I love those whenever I want something sweet and sour. Not sweet and sour. When I want something sour and it's not like too like sour, like ooh, like Warheads type of thing, or like lemon candies or stuff like that. I would say I used to love Warheads, but I really liked the Warhead spray kind more than the hard candy, just because one, I couldn't choke on it, and two, I felt like it lasted a lot more because compared to a liquid, to a solid, which one do you get more? I think liquid. And my favorite flavor was blue raspberry. That was my favorite candy flavor. I think it's one of my favorite flavors, like, and like not extreme, why am I thinking that? And popsicle, or like a snow cone, or like any flavor that is like good with blue raspberry. That is my favorite. That is my go-to flavor. If it's like ice cream specifically, I do love coffee ice cream. I'm very particular into like a brand that I like. I personally like Haagen-Dazs. I know we're switching from candy to ice cream. I just have to say Haagen-Dazs, it's expensive, but it's the only brand that I personally like anywhere that like compared to like Breyers or something. And like what's the one that we all, oh, what's the one, I don't know, the one with the yellow packaging. Anyways, I think it has like a cow for its logo that I literally forgot. But that, I think they had like maybe an coffee ice cream and it got discontinued, unless I'm thinking entirely wrong, but that's the only kind of coffee ice cream that I like. Moving on to candy, back again, is those are the candies that I really like. I will say I do like Milky Ways, those are good, and Snickers, I do like those. Again, I'm not very much a caramel person. I have to be in the type of mood to like caramel, just because if I want candy and I'm going to pick candy up for myself, I'm not just gonna go straight for like the ones that I'm like, like iffy on it. Like I have to be in a specific mood to want it. And with M&Ms, I do like M&Ms, but honestly, I used to like the regular kind. I kind of just like really don't like it in general. I do like the peanut ones, those are good. I do like the coffee ones that they have, those are good. I do like the cookie dough, not the cookie dough, sorry, the brownie ones, those are good. But like what I really personally love is the M&M pretzel ones. Those are like my favorite because you get like sweet and salty, and it's like a nice good combination. I literally have something here. Oh shoot, my phone just dropped. I'm a dumb idiot person right now, so I have to try to get it focused. Okay, so literally I'm an idiot because I have this bag called Flips, FLIPZ. It's like chocolate covered pretzels. Those are amazing. It comes in like a blue shiny metallic-y bag, and I literally love that. I used to like get it all the time, and first like I thought the brand like went away, but turns out I was wrong, so thank goodness. And besides that, I love me some candy, like I said before, but I have to be in a specific mood for like ones that I want. And sometimes like I literally have like a bunch of Hershey Kisses almonds in my candy jar that I got from Williams and Sonoma, just because I've always wanted like a candy jar, even though like the one that I got, you like technically you can put anything you want, but most people put like cookies in there. So I just use it as a candy jar, and I was straight up obsessed with it for a sec, and I like almost ate like I think like 3 bags of it. I almost, maybe it was like 4 bags I almost ate. But anyways, that is my favorite candy of all time. I will say some of the candies that I do not like at all, like I hate them, is anything like mint flavor. Peppermint, I'm not a fan of. Caramel, I'm okay. I have to be certain days, certain time. Words. I have to be in a certain mood to be in it. Not really a fan of like Tootsie Rolls. Those are good, but like they're too hard for me to chew with my teeth, and like I always had like a braces or like a retainer, which was the hardest, especially around like Halloween time. Never a fan of Milk Duds, hated those. I don't know if you've heard of this candy called Whoppers or Whoopers, I think. It's like comes in like a beige little baggie full of like chocolate things, and they're like, I think it came like in 3 little balls things. I used to eat those when it was Halloween time because I would always get those during like Halloween candies. Uh, Besides those like Halloween candies that you always get like around Halloween time, what I consider mostly my like candy that I every time I go into a grocery store, a drugstore, whatever, I always see and I think, okay, this is it all year round candy, is basically like Hershey's, M&M's, gummy bears, gummy worms, like anything that isn't, of course you can see Snickers and Skittles and stuff, but for some reason in my brain, I always revert to those candies specifically for Halloween compared to like, Hershey's. I don't know why. I feel like Hershey's just for me is so, it's, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think I'm explaining it completely wrong. But anyways, I just, those are not my favorite candy. I'm not a type of person who likes peppermint. I hate peppermint things so bad. I don't like almond joys. Never been a fan of coconut, like at all. The only thing coconut that I really like is from the Girl Scout cookies, and it's the Samoa ones. Those are my favorite. It's now the name changed to Caramel Delight. Those are my favorite. Like out of all of the Girl Scout cookies, those are my favorite. Um, I don't know. I'm literally thinking of Twizzlers. Never a fan of Twizzlers, Vines, anything like those. I like Sour Patch Kids, but like for me, they weren't like really sour. Like maybe they were like a little bit, but on a 1 to 10 scale, it's probably like a 2. Like it was just more like sweet to me, and I never really liked the flavors. I liked when they came out with like the blue raspberry one. Those were my favorite. Like, but in the original pack, I probably like maybe just like really liked the red one, or maybe I liked the yellow one. I can't exactly remember. I just know personally for me, Sour Patch Kids were good, but it was never something that I really loved. I will say, throwback to these like pixie sticks. Oh my gosh, those were my favorite. And like Fun Dip. Oh, those were so fun. Always getting those for me was like a Valentine's Day candy to me, because I always got them whenever I was in elementary and would pass out like Valentine's Day. Those were the candies I associated with, along with Airheads. I love blue raspberry airheads, and then I like the mystery one too, although I still don't know what the mystery flavor technically is. I think I remember thinking it was like some type of blue raspberry, but I would say with the Dum Dum lollipops, the mystery flavor I felt like was like a blue raspberry flavor too. Again, the raspberry was my favorite. Hated like bubblegum. Like I literally hated every other like lollipop. Like I liked green apple. I wouldn't eat it, but blue raspberry was my favorite. Um those like blow pops, I liked them, but like they didn't have a good flavor, and I really didn't care for like the like bubblegum like in the middle. That wasn't my type of thing that I really liked and cared for. There's like a ton of other candies that I literally cannot think of right now because my brain is literally blanking. I'm gonna like search it up here right now. There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, gumdrops. Duh. Gumdrops, do not like them. Hate them. They're awful. Starbursts, I do like them, but I like a specific flavor. I used to really like the red wine, and then I've started like over the years, I think like recently I started liking the lemon one. I think I like those along with like the red wine is my maybe like up like two favorite flavors of the Starburst candy. Ah, Gobstoppers. I remember those. Those I also associate Gobstoppers and Laffy Taffies with Halloween candy in my brain. I remember like whenever I would get gobstoppers, I don't think I was allowed to eat them just because like they were really bad for my teeth, just because like I can't tell if they were like really hard and I couldn't like bite into them or not. I'm probably thinking like a completely different candy, but with Laffy Taffy, I've always wanted to try them. I have tried them in the past, but again, for me, my teeth were so like I was in a retainer or braces, and like chewing them was like probably really hard because of my teeth, and so I ate them, but it wasn't very like often from what I remember from me having them. I remember sweet tarts. I used to love sweet tarts, but I had like a specific kind that I liked. And then I never liked the candied Valentine Day hearts, like the powder ones. I thought they tasted like really gross. I hated those. And like Peeps, oh my gosh, Peeps is like the worst. I do not like those like candy. I remember my grandma like getting them like for like every like Easter day, Easter like time, and one time she got this chocolate version and I tried it, but I even hated it, and I loved chocolate, but that was not something that I loved. I'm going to look for more candy that I can try to think of. Baby Ruths and 100 grand. I liked 100 grand. Grand or grand? I don't know, I forgot. I was like, alright, Dots, hated Dots. Baby Ruths, I thought they were okay, like I would eat them. Three Musketeers, I like those, but again, not really my favorite. I did love Twix for like a hot second. Those were like one time I think my favorite candy that I really enjoyed. Excuse me, I'm so tired. And my throat is completely dry. Oh, Smarties. There was another candy that I used to like, Smarties. Those were good, but like again, also I had to be in a specific mindset and mood for me to enjoy it. Candy corn, I hate. I hate that dang candy. It was probably one of the worst candies ever been invented. I liked the chocolate ones, but I would only eat the chocolate part and get rid of the rest. Like that's how like that I hated it. Swedish fish is one that I do not like at all. It was like really bad. I was never a fan of it. Lifesavers I like enjoyed, but again, it was never one that I would gravitate and offer myself to have one. I said sweethearts, yeah. And then Mike and Ike's, never a fan. Mounds, never a fan. I never had a Fifth Avenue Butterfingers. Let me tell you, I hate Butterfingers. Those are the worst. I never, like, I don't know why people like them. And getting on one last candy, Crunch. I remember Crunch more as a Lunchable candy because for some reason I could never find them like during Halloween time unless I was like looking in the wrong places or got them wrong from like the houses from trick-or-treating. But Crunch was always like a really good candy that I enjoyed whenever I would get the pizza Lunchables, and it specifically had to be the smaller pizza Lunchable version, and that was like my favorite. I think it had like a blue like packaging like wrap on top of it, seal I mean, but I used to love Lunchables. Those are the best. I don't know why, like I'm only 19, almost 20, but I can never not get over those like really cheap, like probably really bad for you, like high school or like even like elementary or college foods that people eat. Like I've always been a fan of those. Like I can't stop myself from eating those. I haven't eaten them like in a while, but I remember my dad used to get them all the time for school, and I was obsessed with the pizza version because I would eat them cold, and then I learned that I could just like heat them up in the microwave, and I would like grab some the cheeses that we had and our like refrigerator, and I put it like every kind of cheese that we had there, and I just put it on, and it was like the freaking best. It was, I don't know why, it was just like pizza, but like without it being so heavy, and it wasn't that expensive, even though it's not like really pizza, you know? So I hope you guys like this video. I words is completely blanking on my mind. I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!